Hello, Gemini. This is. Oh crap, I almost dropped something. This is Erica, and I will be doing your reading for December 2019. This is good for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Also, you can look at your north node or anywhere Gemini is prominent in your chart. Really, if you resonate with it, period. At the end of the day, take what resonates, leave the rest, and if it doesn't resonate at all, check out another reader. You got to find who's tuned into your energy. All right, so like I said, this is going to be a general, so it could be about anything. So we're going to see. I'm going to go ahead and put this back. If it comes back out, it's meant to be. But we're going to look at it, yang energy. You could be in a place right now that you feel like you got to go, go, go. There's things you want to do, things you want to manifest. And so you might be in a place of taking action. So let's see. All right. I'm sure that's loud. This microphone, I have to fix the settings because you can hear everything. And I don't really like it. All right, spirit guides, spirit angels, and ancestors. What messages do you have for Gemini, December 2019? What messages do you have for Gemini, December 2019? Thank you. What flipped over? All right, well, I guess if I'm meant to see it, it will pop back up. All right. What messages do you have for Gemini, December 2019? Nope. Here we are. We have, you are guarded. Wow. What messages do you have for Gemini, December 2019? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No. All right. So I'm gonna shuffle again and put them kind of in order. Let's see what we got. Alrighty. We got elephant. Sorry about the glare. I'll figure out eventually. Have a new format. Blah, blah, blah. 1. And here's the you are guarded. Alright, so let's take a look at these first before we move along. Alright. Why is elephant here? Well, elephant is about... Oh, well, I just got a different meaning than I have since I started using it this way. So with an elephant, what I saw is... So the way they train elephants for the circus is as a baby, they tie the elephant up to like a post or something. And so as a baby, the elephant tries to escape, and it can't because the rope is too strong, so it can't get away from it. Well, eventually the elephant just stops trying because it's like, well, I try and I can't get away, so screw it, not going to try anymore. So as the elephant gets older and grows bigger and actually could just rip that post up, it doesn't try anymore because it's been conditioned that as a baby elephant that no matter what you do, you can't escape. The post is too strong for you. And I feel that, So, this popped out, the 3 of Swords. So, I feel that there is something that's going on that it's like you've accepted some kind of belief system, but it's outdated. And it was something that was probably as a kid you saw something or you were told something and you accepted it. and you haven't even tried to, how can you say, you haven't tried to change it or debunk it, because it's like, well, it didn't work back then, and so why should I try now? Or this is the way it was back then, so that's the way it is now. Temperance came out. So, there's another card that flew out too. Anything else that flew out? I feel like more flew out. Alright. Ten of Cups reversed, where I'm going to put it back. So I feel like right now, a lot of heartache is almost, a lot of hurt and pain is kind of replaying in your life because of something you were told as a kid. Like, you could have had, parents that were kind of mean and that were like, oh, you're never going to get this. You're never going to be happy. You're never going to find somebody that's going to love you. Blah, 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 blah. Like, you were told these lies, and you might not even think about it in your forefront, but it's been deeply rooted in your subconscious, and it's been hindering your love life to get to where you want it to go. But the thing is, I feel like Temperance is here. Your angels are here to show you that that's not true. And it's going to almost, you're going to have a revelation. I'm feeling like, in a dream, or you could just be daydreaming. Like, you could be kind of staring off into space one day and you'll just be like, that's what it was. When I was a kid, I was told this, or my first love told me this, and I believed it for some reason. And it's going to be like a revelation. And what it's going to do is break you free from thinking you don't deserve love, or that love has to be hard, or love that has to hurt, or that everyone's going to leave you, everyone's going to abandon you. Like, this month, you are going to be healing from these past hurts that don't need to linger, that don't need to be thought about anymore. Is, in a way, as an elephant, you kind of need to forget about what those people told you and what they programmed in you, because it's not true. It's not true. It's their own hurt was projected onto you. Therefore, like I said, the universe, spirit, angels want to come and clear out those past beliefs that are hurting and hindering you, and give you healing, and heal your body, your mind, and your soul, and connect them all into one. I feel like you're moving into a new place of healing, and healing is going to help you to move to the next level that you want to be. I feel like a lot of people, December is like the final clearing kind of before 2020, because 2020 is, we're going to start seeing the manifestations of the things that we've been asking for, and we're going to really see some, I feel like, forward momentum in our lives. But we have to clear out the old before we can really move into that new space. And so here we have is the one. One for me is new beginnings, but it's all about taking care of yourself. Sometimes you got to put yourself as number one, because nobody else is going to do it for you. At the end of the day, you're going to look after yourself the best that you can. And only you know what you really need. And so if you're not happy, nobody else can be happy. So I feel like in this month, you're going to be really, focusing on healing of past hurts, but also putting yourself first for once, in order for you to, move into a new chapter in life. Let's see. So we have the Eight of Wands reversed with the Seven of Swords. Interesting. So again, I feel like you're going to put yourself, you're going to make sure that you are putting yourself first. And it's like sometimes in the past you might have kind of cared too much about other people's feelings. But I don't even really think it's that. It's you didn't really, it's like I rather have myself hurt because I know I can take it rather than hurt this person almost. And so in December, it's going to be about you not letting those people in your life anymore that mean you no good. Like if there's people that you feel like that are going to be sneaky or take advantage of you, lie to you, deceive you, you're not going to give your energy to that anymore. You're going into the opposite direction of that energy. You're blocking that energy of lying. You're blocking that energy of deceit. You're blocking that energy of, shystiness, basically. Because of this healing that you're going through, you're going to be able to easily basically sniff out people's BS, and you're going to be like, I'm good. No. Like you have no good intentions for me. I'm going to block that off, go the other direction. But it's going to take you really working on yourself and healing from those past wounds in order to have that kind of like that intuition or gut feeling that when somebody's being sneaky or lying to you, and that you'll be able on a drop, like just like that, you'll be like, no, I'm good. And it's going to be by doing that, you're also going to be bringing new people into your life as well, I feel. So let's see what you are guarded is about. Might be blocking a fire sign as well. Somebody might be trying to come back that's a fire sign, but they're sneaky, that they're no good, and you're going to be like, nah, bruh, block communication, I block your efforts, I block your messages, I block all of that. Or it could be a air and fire combination, but I feel like somebody's going to come back. Probably for the past because the way they're looking. Well, I guess it's different for me. But you're just not going to be having it. Because you're going to see what they're up to. You're going to see that you're like, nope. Alright. So then with you are guarded, I have the Knight of Pentacles with the Four of Cups. So the Knight of Pentacles is reversed in the Four of Cups. So in December, you might be blocking everybody too. So you got to be careful that you're not coming from a too guarded of a stance of blocking everybody, but that you really tap into your intuition and know who you need to block and who you can give a chance to. But also, as you heal, the more you heal, the less you will have to feel guarded. And that's one thing that we have to really, I guess, know, is that you don't have to have this fortress around you, this wall. I can understand when you're healing because you really have to protect your work, but that is a real big sign of progress, is that you don't have to be so guarded, because you're like, I know who I am. I know my worth. I know, like, there's nothing you can say or do to hurt me, because, like, I don't care. I know what is for me, and can't really hurt me. Like, I've gotten to a certain place in my life where, I don't know, kind of like, I just don't care. Like, okay, if you reject me, that just means you're not my person, and that's not a personal attack against me. That's your own opinion. Okay, if you want to be mean, that's not a personal attack on me. That's you projecting your own, like, inner chaos. Like, okay, whatever. But I feel like you might miss out on an opportunity that might come along because you are so guarded. So be careful in the month of December that you are super on guard and you're, telling everybody to go F themselves, because there could be an opportunity that comes along that could be good for you, but you're not even paying attention to it because you're on guard. You're like, like, not going to happen. All right. Alright, so let's see what else. I might change the format. I'm just trying different things right now. So we have soon, ego, cat, blessings are coming, and yin energy. Alright, so let's see what these are about. Why is soon here? Why is soon here? All right. Soon. All right. I got the Page of Swords reverse with the Queen of Pentacles reverse. So again, somebody could be coming back from your past soon. I feel like somebody's probably not stalking you, but like looking at probably like your social media. They're probably looking at stuff of yours, wondering what you're doing. Do they have another person? Blah, blah, blah. It's somebody that is like almost, could be the sneaky person that, you know, you had a lot of leftover hurt from, but they could be coming back, and I'm hearing like kind of like falsely apologize, but they haven't changed. I feel like they are still kind of all about themselves, and they're only going to get what they want, but they don't know even how to effectively communicate. They don't know how to give themselves stability. They don't know how to do for themselves. They're ungrounded. I feel like they obsessively think about things. So be careful when this person comes back. Or you might just need to block this person completely, like on everything, that there is no chance of them to come back. Because you do have blessings to come in later in the month of December. But I feel like, it's be careful, because this could seem like almost a blessing, but it's really not, because this person is not really mentally stable or financially stable, and I feel like they're a sneaky person as well. All right, why is ego here? And don't think ego is a bad thing. Ego is how we identify with ourselves in the world. It's how we see ourselves. Ego was only bad if we have a like a false sense of ego or a materialistic ego, That's only when it's bad, but ego is not a bad or good thing. It's just how you see yourself in the world and how you identify with yourself in the world. So why is ego here for Gemini? Which is interesting that I said yang energy in the beginning and then yin energy came out. So instead of doing, you might need to like sit back. At least towards the end of December, you might just need to sit back. Which is interesting. Blessings are coming in yin energy. Allow. Alright, so for ego, we have the Four of Wands reversed with the Chariot. Alright. So, I feel like you might not really deep down like feel like it's time for you to really kind of like celebrate and take a time out. You're like, I got so much I need to do. I got so much I need to work on within myself and in my life. Like, I don't really have time to sit down and take a rest. Like, I need to go. I need to go. I need to go. And the Chariot is all about forward movement spiritually, but also blending the light and dark side of yourself, taking good things from your flaws, and making it as a strength. It's like my dad used to always tell me when I was a kid, like I sucked at math. I hated math so much. But he always told me, he said, make your weaknesses your strengths. If you are bad at math, instead of ignoring math and just failing, he was like, practice. Find a way to end up loving it, because that is the way you round yourself as a person, is that those things that you are bad at or that you don't like or that it's a weakness of yours, work on it. Learn to love it. Learn to make it one of your strengths, and that just improves yourself as a person, right? And so maybe there's things that relate to your ego or how you see yourself that you are going to start thinking about and try to really improve upon. I'm hearing impatience. Also thinking things are gonna always go bad, like before it even starts. Those kind of things. You're gonna maybe you need to like look into some metaphysical type studies or even psychology things to help you learn to bring about a different mindset, to learn how to not think that way in order to become more of a positive thinker overall and not kind of like low key self sabotage. All right, so let's see what cat is here for. Why is cat here? Whoop. Now I'm gonna put these in because that back in because there's too much. But we have shit. The Four of Cups, the Six of Cups, Judgment reversed, and the Fool reversed. If they're meant to come back out, they will. So don't worry. All right, for me, the cat is like about being like almost fiercely independent, but it's like you're worth so much. People cater to you. Like what is a cat known for? Pretty much being a jerk off, but you still feed it, you still love it, you still take care of it, and then people have those cats where they only like you, but they don't like anybody else. Cats are very particular on who they like, on who they spend their time with most of the time. And sometimes cats are just complete jerks overall, but they're like, I know you're going to feed me, so it doesn't matter. So, also, cats are known as like the guardians of the dead. Like that's why the Egyptians regarded them so highly, is because they were thought to be, like I said, guardians of the dead. And supposedly they can see spirits. Usually cats are familiars also for people that practice some form of witchcraft. Alright, let's see. Why is cat here? Alright, ooh, okay. See, fiercely independent, and you know who you are so much that, which is interesting. Look, what is that? That's a cat. Interesting. I love it when spirit does stuff like that. Okay, so anyways, so we're gonna put that in the middle, I guess. December is going to be a time of you again combining your light and dark sides and making your flaws your strengths. And as you do that, you are going to be one fierce... Yes, you are going to be so feeling yourself. The Queen of Wands is very self-confident, self-assured, like, and she looks good and she knows it. Like, you got a little cat hanging out, protecting you, black cat. Magical as well. You could be somebody that uses like that does like some kind of magic, handle magic, water, fire, whatever. Even praying is a form of magic. All it is putting your attention into the universe or whatever you call your higher source, adding energy in order to create your reality, right? It's not something that's really weird and crazy. Like, that's what magic is. It's basically using your resources in order to create your reality. And so that's one thing that you are going to be... This is going to be a very interesting and magical time. Because you're working on yourself, you're healing, you're, working on those things that have been hindering you. And a lot of times a test of moving forward is your past coming back. So your past is going to come back and you're going to be like, skirt, skirt. No, thank you. Like, I ain't got time for that. You're going to be, honing in on how to make your flaws your strengths. As you're doing all that, like, you are going to get in a space where you are so grounded and so, like, you are in love with yourself more than you have ever been before. And you're going to You might get a new hairdo. You might get your nails done a different color than you never done before. Like, you're going to be very secure in who you are. But also, as you're working on yourself, it's actually leaving it's what it's called. It's like opening the door for you to learn how to be genuinely intimate with other people without feeling vulnerable. All right? When you get to this point of self-confidence, you're not scared to be open because you know who you are. You know, cats, 9 lives, they take risk, right? And they take their risk because they know they can. They're like, I got 9 lives. Let's see what happens. And so as this energy, you are going to get to a place where you're learning to be fiercely confident, be fiercely independent. And independent doesn't mean you don't need anybody, but say you end up in a relationship or you're in a relationship now, you are going to have so much like self-confidence and like you're going to know your worth. You're going to be like, all right, so like, not saying you're going to manipulate people, which cats can be, but it's like people are going to bring you gifts. Like people are going to do stuff for you because you're you, because you're giving off this vibe of royalty. And when you give off this vibe of such self-confidence and assuredness in who you are, and you're so stable and secure in who you are, you're like, well, if you're not for me, bye. Like, I don't care. I'm a queen. There's nothing that you can give me that I don't already have for myself. You know what I'm saying? But thank you. I appreciate it. It's like, I know I can open up my own car door, but if you do it for me, I ain't going to get mad. That's energy I don't have to waste. Cool. I appreciate it. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? Well, like I said, if you haven't really had like some kind of spiritual or magical practice this month, you might start getting into one. You might start getting into like Egyptian mythology as well. You might start, looking up and start working with, the gods or goddesses in Egyptian mythology. But I feel like, you are closing stuff out in your life. And like I said, it's an important time because we're about to go into 2020. Not only are we going into a new year, we're going into a new decade. Okay. And so you about to go into 2020 feeling fine as hell. And I like it. And as with anything, as above, so below, as within, so without. So because you're feeling so good about yourself and you're learning to stay positive and know that things come to you because you are worthy, not because of things you do, but because everybody is worthy of a great life, you are tapping into that law of attraction and that alignment. And so blessings are coming. Blessings are coming. Let's see what these blessings are. Blessings are coming soon. Oh, okay. All right. What are these blessings? Why are blessings are coming here? Clarify these blessings are coming. Okay. Oh, look at this. Oh, look at this. Oof, oof, oof. Sorry, I had to make them dance. I like it. I like it a lot. All right. So, like I said, I will move it right there. Come on now. Come on. So, because you're in this place, like I said, you're working on yourself. You're removing that, old emotional baggage. You're reprogramming yourself. You're not letting those things from the past affect you anymore, and you're healing and processing yourself through it. Because the thing is, you can't just ignore things or thinking, well, if I don't think that anymore, it's good. Like, no, a lot of times our subconscious mind needs us to work through the problem in order to release, in order to reprogram and have another program. Our subconscious, or the way we work, it's kind of like computers, What programs are we running in the background? That's what makes our computer, our reality function, right? So because you're doing all these things and you're getting into alignment with who you are, with the life you want, and just knowing that good things will come to you because you are in alignment with what you want and you are healing yourself, you're doing the work, you're doing, You're doing the thing. You could have a new suitor coming in. Could be Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or it could just be somebody. They could have fire in their chart as well. But I'm hearing some more. It's going to be somebody that's very passionate, somebody that's going to be very secure in who they are, which is somebody you need. But also in the same time, it's going to be somebody that is emotionally available. And what I'm saying is they are somebody that they know how to be emotionally composed, but still be open and vulnerable. What you are basically working on yourself to get to. That this person is healthy emotionally, has very high emotional IQ. They could be somebody that actually helps teach you that. It's going to be somebody that y'all have a problem, and instead of being passive aggressive or just ignoring the problem and just pretending nothing ever happened the next day, no, this person's going to be like, hey, let's sit down. Okay? Let's see what the problem's here. I said this and you took it this way. Now, what is happening that I don't understand that make you feel this way? And it's going to be somebody that y'all are going to be able to talk stuff out, and it's going to create an emotional connection and bond. Okay? I'm hearing though, if you are with somebody, your connection with the person is going to deepen, and it's going to become more, the emotional connection is going to open. Because as you work on yourself, people around you have to either change or leave. That's the way it works, because your outer world has to reflect your inner world, right? So, good stuff. So blessings are coming, and it's going to be something that you've been praying for, and it's going to be a victory, and it's going to make you feel even more, victorious. It's going to make you feel even more self-assured and confident, because not only you are loving on yourself, other people are loving on you too. Why? Because when you treat yourself like this, people are compelled to treat you the same way. Again, as above, so below, as within, so without, right? And I believe that, like I said, it's going to be like relationship 6 is my number of relationships. All right, yin energy. What we got for this yin energy? Oh, this is going long. Sorry. And I just dropped half my cards. Appreciate it. Thanks. Uh-oh, running over my stuff. All right. I'll try not to have silly butterfingers. Alright, yin energy. Why is yin energy here? Clarify yin energy for me. Alright. Yeah, I feel like one more. There we go. Yin energy. Okay. So we have the Death reversed with the 3 of Wands reversed. The Death reversed, yeah. Alright. Okay. So you're fighting... I feel like you're trying to let something go so much that it's actually having the opposite effect. Like the memory of a person, could be a Scorpio with, fire. The memory of somebody, it's like they come up and you're just like, you kind of like aggressive about it, or you're just like, F that, blah, blah, blah. Like you try to fight thinking about this person. You try to fight. You're like trying to fight to let them go to the point it's almost counterproductive. But you don't see a future with this person. You don't see, you don't want them. And it could be this person up here. But I feel like you need to get into a more yin energy in order to release. Instead of trying to fight thinking about people that have wronged you, things that have gone bad. So it doesn't have to just be a love situation. For some it is, for some it isn't. But instead of trying to almost fight against negative thoughts, a different tactic would behoove you. And I actually feel like that could be what's delaying some things, is you trying to resist, actively trying to resist what you don't want. So instead of trying to actively resist what you don't want, when it comes up to your mind, say that you're you had a friend and she stole a boyfriend. Instead of every time that thought comes up being like, you know what, F that, I'm over it, I don't care, I've moved, I just don't care, da da da, like be like, you know what, that really did hurt. But you know what's the good thing is that I don't have to deal with that anymore. She showed her true colors. The universe saved me, because it could have been a lot worse. And that was a lesson in trusting my instincts, because I knew that something was up, but I didn't want to believe it, you know? And kind of talking yourself through the process. And then on top of that, put positive affirmations on top of it. Be like, you know, I'm just glad that I have really great friends now. And any person I meet are always very loyal. And they always have my back. And they always have my best interest in my heart, at their hearts, you know? Like, replace it. If it's a person and you're trying to get over a breakup, or you're trying to make sure that you don't let this person back into your life, you're like, yeah, they hurt me a lot. Like, I can't believe, you know, she did me like that. But it's fine, because first of all, you reap what you sow. Karma will always come around. But you know what? She forced me to learn to be self-sufficient, to love myself first. And because I'm learning to love myself first, I'm going to get somebody that loves me at that capacity. Somebody that I never have to wonder if they love me enough, or wonder if they're talking to anybody, or wonder whatever. This, you know, because of that, it has pushed me into a better part of my life. Like, I feel like that's what's really going to help kind of bring in those things that you're waiting for and kind of shift energy. But, you know, right now is the time to, or in December, is be very, you know, nurturing of yourself. Like, yeah, you're going to have that time when you need to go, 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 and you kind of have to be hard on yourself. But right now, kind of be easy on yourself as you're, you know, healing. And, you know, as you comfort and nurture yourself, I feel like it's going to help you get into that place of loving yourself even more. You know, it's just knowing, just like with the child, you got to know when to be harsh, and you got to know when to be, you know, gentle. When do I need to, you know, discipline you, and when do I need to encourage you? And right now, I feel like you need to encourage your, oh, excuse me. Oof. You need to encourage yourself. But overall, very good. You know, very good. So let me get a couple of advice cards. We're freaking, woo, I went so long with this one. All right. I'm going to pull 3 cards for advice for Gemini for December 2019. 3 cards of advice. You could wear yellow this month too, to help with that. What is it? I think it's the sacral chakra. Hers is solar plexus. It's the solar plexus. And that helps with personal power, self-confidence, feeling like you can be yourself without having to kind of shrink down. Kind of like owning a room. Like, you walk in, everybody feels your energy because you are so self-confident and so self-assured. You know what I'm saying? Okay. All right. Give me 3 cards for advice. Thank you. First card, we have the Page of Cups. Okay, so I feel like this is a time to kind of not take things so seriously, but kind of love as a child would love, kind of be as a child would be, and get in touch with your inner child as you're doing this work on yourself, and just kind of, you know, not take things too seriously. And I'm hearing, like, let bygones be bygones, and just kind of, it's almost like a time to start over, you know? start over, and just let, emotions might be kind of hard for you. But I feel like, start where you are. Start where you are. Don't try to beat yourself up for not being where others are. Just be who you are. Start, even if it's starting small, start small. But it's going to help you in the long run. Very nice. Very nice. So connecting to that fun and playful energy and opening up your heart chakra and getting in touch with yourself and letting that inner child shine, like that's going to create a lot of forward movement. Now is the time to really start moving towards what you want, which is why a lot of this is happening. But also, this is a lot of, you're going to have a lot of suitors, but it's going to be good. Like, you're going to have a lot of communication. You're going to have a lot of suitors. But I feel like you're going to find one that resonates with you. And don't be afraid to just go for it. Don't be afraid. Obviously, use your intuition, whatever. But if you feel like it's good, just go for it. Just be free. Have fun. Just go for it. Last but not least, 9 of Wands. Interesting. 8 to the 9. So you're progressing. And just remember that you're all about progressing. And both Sagittarius energy. Remember, if you start getting down on yourself, remember where you've come from. Okay? You have come a long way in your life. The person you were 10 years ago is not who you are today. The person you even were 2 years ago is not the person you are today. You've gotten stronger. You've gotten wiser. You've gotten better at those things that you wish you could change. You started molding your life to what you want it to be. So just remember, you've gone through a lot harder things before. And so when you want to give up, maybe take a time out. Like maybe, just chill for a while. But when you're ready, keep going. But remember, again, where you've come from. Like, you are a freaking warrior. You're a bad-A, right? And don't let anybody tell you any different. Don't let anybody try to bring you down. Because at the end of the day, that's a projection of their own insecurities. That is their own problems within themselves. Also, like I said, you might be getting into some metaphysical studies. You have a lot of fire here. You could have, what is it? Could be a Sagittarius with Gemini combo. You could have a Sag moon. But I feel like December is about you getting into your personal power, you getting into a place where you're feeling secure and stable and love who you are, and you feel good about your place in the world, and you're moving forward at a decently fast pace towards what you really want, and you're going to get what you want. All right. So I hope this resonates, Gemini. Like I said, you can check out your other signs. Take what resonates, leave the rest. If it doesn't resonate at all, you can check back later or check out other readers. As always, love and light. Love you guys. Bye.